Hey Patriots, welcome back to the show. This is going to be a real quick video. This is Chap, by the way. Pretty much I'll be Chap every time because it's my channel and I'm the only one doing it. So I don't feel like I need to reintroduce myself every time, but for those of you who are new, this is me. Anyways, let's jump into a Michigan lady running for Secretary of State. She's a patriot, big time patriot, Christina Caramo. She was a poll watcher on November 3rd. Y'all know what happened there. And she saw some stuff. And she blew the whistle on some stuff.
I was a poll challenger at the TCF Center on Monday, November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. On November 4th, early in the morning, I was standing at the adjudication table, and a ballot came across the screen. The ballot had a straight party ticket vote for both the Democrat and the Republican. It was a filled-in circle, which is an intentional mark. It's not a dash, it's not a dot. When the ballot came across the screen, there was no other marks. None of the judges and none of the other ballot proposals had been voted on. The poll worker then said, "I think I'm going to give it to the Democrats." That's absolutely absurd. That is illegal. The vote should have been tossed out. At that moment, I said, absolutely not. I'm going to challenge this. So I go get her supervisor. And then her supervisor defers to her and says, "Well, what do you think?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you think? It doesn't matter what you think. It's the law. Our feelings, our emotions, our thoughts are totally irrelevant. You follow the law. And that ballot is to be tossed out." But she wanted to give it to the Democrats. So then I go get the gentleman who was overseeing the entire absentee ballot counting process while Daniel Baxter was gone. So this gentleman's name I do not know. I go get him. He's overseeing the entire process while Daniel Baxter is gone. I ask him. He says to the girl, "What do you think?" It was disgusting. I was enraged, and I simply asked a question. I said, "Well, why not give it to the Republicans instead of the Democrats?" The gentleman began screaming at me, began yelling at me, began telling me that I had no right to talk to her, and he told her to push the ballot through. And prior to that, that same poll worker, a ballot came across the adjudication screen where this voter had voted for Joe Biden and the Green Party presidential candidate, and she gave the vote to Joe Biden. I also saw the ballots show up in the middle of the night. Also, I inquired about the tabulation numbers from the tabulation machine between shift changes. I was denied that information. We saw a lot of irregular things. This is not an anomaly. Just because all of us have different accounts of what we saw, that doesn't make them invalid. And to expect Secretary Benson to actually do something about it is foolhardy. To accept Dan and Nessel to do anything about it would be foolhardy.
She's running to take Jocelyn Benson's spot as Secretary of State, so she's got my vote. She's basically, all she's really running on is election integrity. She wants to fix what she saw. She's been on Fox News Detroit a bunch of times. She's been on Hannity. She's been all over. She's a pretty smart girl. She's graduated from college. She's got her master's degree. You know, you guys can read all this. It's at Christina4SOS.com. It's Christina for Secretary of State. Just a little bio of her. This is her stuff that she's doing right now, where she's at. But she worked in the polls in Michigan that day. So check this out. This is pretty crazy. Also, she's having a get-together coming up here on June 12th. That's $50, which isn't that bad because you get dinner, food, music. Limited tickets are available. This is where it's going to be, date, time. This is the location of where it's going to be at. And you can share this with your friends or whatever. It's eventbrite.com. I could leave the link in this description for you. So if you have a chance, come out June 12th and support her, or if you don't, just basically look into what she's all about and give her your vote in the next election. Get Jocelyn Benson the heck out of here. You ain't gotta go home, Jocelyn Benson, but you gotta get the hell up out of here and take that trash Dana Nessel with you, please. Alright, Christina. You got my vote. Let's go. Come on, Michigan. Let's get this stuff fixed. Thank you all for hanging out with me. God bless. Peace.